everybody allied to all that Matteo and I have been working on, and we worked together on more than one show over the years. It's a very great journey to make, and it's so exciting to hear the voices when they're on stage in the theatre. That's the point.
Yes.
Not so much in a little room, but when they're in the public domain, how these points, these details, which seem to be so trivial, and why do they go on nagging me, it actually makes a difference to the singer's brilliance and confidence and command. In addition, it gives them their own pulse that they must hang on to and treasure. Now, Matteo has been thinking about this for a very, very long time. I mean, like 15, 20 years. And he thought about 10 years ago that he might write a book about it. This book that he's written is published today. He's done it.
Thank you.
In my tiny experience, I don't think anybody's quite done this before. It's a real compendium of all the things that we have to think about and practice and master to master the Italian style. Is it in the shops yet?
It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be on Amazon from today, and very soon at the bookshop down here at the Opera House.
Ah, right. So you will be able to buy your copy very soon downstairs. Now, what's it called?
The Melophonetica method, or Melophonetica, means melos in Greek is melody, phonetics is the sound of words, phonetics is the science behind the speech level. Melophonetics is the science behind the sung language. So this is about Italian, so it's Melophonetica, is Melophonetics in Italian. So what you need to know when you sing Italian, according to diction, phonetics, rules.
Right. But why did you feel it was necessary to write it?
Being a singer myself, and having the privilege to be studying with the pupil of one of the most famous Puccini soprano, Gira della Rizza, I was learning by mirroring, as many singers. You copy your singing teacher, and you do things, and you don't know what you do consciously sometimes. When I found myself in London and being asked to become a language coach and to help singers, I started to think about what shall I say, what are the rules, how to reply to many questions that was given, and I realized I didn't know much about what I should have said. I have to look myself to the point that I realized that I wanted to study and make a research to understand what really means to sing well in Italian and what singers need to know in order to do it well. And this is the result after, I mean, not just researching through phonetics, music, but also listening to singers every day. So, for example, working in this house was an incredible, together with the biggest important colleges in London, the privilege to be listening to singers, students from the beginning to the end, to opera stars, and understand how these things work. So the empirical, together with the research, was joined together to make things work.
And I think you feel, don't you, Matteo, that this is a book that many people could get enjoyment from, but teachers especially, and young singers need to take something from it that they will have for the rest of their lives.
But I think, yeah, it is true, because we have been using mirroring. Mirroring means if you're a great singer and I copy you, and I'm a very good copier.
Yeah, a mimic.
Yeah, a mimic, yeah. So I become a good singer too. But if my brain is made in a different way that I can't really copy you, then you can understand scientifically what you need to do. So in this way, we are basically giving this culture of singing beautiful in Italian to everyone that doesn't have only one skill to copy.
Right.
So of course, for many centuries we have great singing because this is being happening anyway.
Yeah.
But now finally is scientifically put into words.
Well, that's wonderful, and I hope that everybody will get to hear about it and everybody will sort of jump on it and try and put it to their own purposes, because the next generation of singers are going to need a real fundamental, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, it's one thing to have a natural talent, but it's another thing to be able to sing beautifully in Italian,
yeah,
and one day beautifully in French as well, and that's another
yes,
discipline.
Melophonetic in French, Melophonetique thing. I think when people know how to use diction properly, then for you as a conductor, you will have even more fun to make what you think is particular effect you want to do.
Absolutely. It's absolutely true. The spirit of the music lives through this incredible power of the Italian language. And tonight we've just tried to open the window a little bit and show you a bit of what we do day after day to try and help the singers to be better artists, to try and give them the power and confidence when they're on the stage and they feel isolated. When they have lights in their eyes, they have a costume, they have their colleagues, but they can't hear those cellos and basses that they heard when we were with the piano in the rehearsal room. They can't hear that sort of reassuring support. And their own rhythm, their own pulse, their own command of the language is the thing that really sees them through, in my view.
And especially in Italian, because the book has, apart from the technical thing, there is an introduction that shows how the history of Italian language, how it happens. Italian was a language built to be sung. It's not really a language of a country. We speak so different Italians in Italy. We all understand each other, of course, and we all respect and love our dialect. Every Italian speaks beautiful Italian with a regional accent. But the Italian we sing is the purest form. Then poets, back to the 1300, 1400, they started to build it with a purpose to be beautiful to sing. So in particular, this is fascinating to bring this product through the century. That's why opera is still so popular, which is in Italian, of course, together with other languages.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this was an unusual introduction to Aida, but I hope that tonight has whetted your appetite for what lies ahead for us all. And we're now at the stage of doing the very important last rehearsals, and the performance, of course, starts the night before King Charles III is crowned. So there will be a new king on the Saturday and another king on the stage of the Royal Opera House. We hope that you will get pleasure from this great opera. It is a great opera. The passions run very high in it, and the roles are very, very skillfully written out. The contrast between the singers is absolutely amazing, one of the greatest, in my view. So we're all looking forward to it, and we hope that you'll enjoy it.